Persona.
How you guys?
Persona.
Thank you so. Wait. Who's shooting? Right here? Here, let's get a good screen cap.
Hold on.
Wait. The mic shouldn't be in the shot. Hold on. That's even angrier. He's so mean. He looks like he would actually shoot me. How are you guys? I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. This is one of my favorite events on the planet Earth. Let's just bask in the moment. Let's see. Let's make the most of our time here. Let me tell you kind of what I'm working on now, and then we'll go right into taking some questions. How about that? Okay. First thing. Let's see. We just finished the second season of Tsubasa Chronicle. Oh, Sai is such a nice man, isn't he? Oh, I have a new nickname for Kurogane. You know what it is? Kurger Burger. We were doing this. Do you guys remember the episode where they're all turned into chibis? Little chibis? And Fi is supposed to say something, you know, oh, Kurgy Poo, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, we gotta come up with something new. We've used Kurgy Poo way too much. And the director's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, something funny, something cute, like chibis. I'm like, oh, I got it. Go ahead, record. And I didn't even tell them what it was. And they started recording. I was like, boop, boop, boop. I'm like, oh, Kurger Burger. And he's like, perfect. So now I'm looking to use like Kurger Burger with cheese, Kurger Burger meal, oh, McKurgy. I don't know. Okay, and I'm also working on a show called Kenichi. I'm working on a show called Wallflower. I'm working on a show called I Can't Tell You. I'm also working on another show called I Can't Tell You That Either. But we did just finish a little show that I'm so in love with called Oran House. The Oran Host Club will be waiting for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, are you guys coming to the 4 episodes we're showing? I sure hope it's in this room.
No, it's not.
Because if it's not, we'll have a little bit of a sardine match. So, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We premiered it a few weeks ago in 3 different conventions around the country. We premiered it out west at Anime Vegas. We premiered it in the middle at Anime Fest in Dallas, and we premiered it on your side, on the east, right here in Atlanta at Dragon Con. Did anybody see it at Dragon Con?
That was like last weekend.
What? Couldn't go? Oh, the humanity. You saw it at Dragon Con, didn't you, my brother? Tell this crowd about it.
It was awesome.
It was awesome! Here, take 20. Okay. What else? Let's see.
By the way,
I just finished. I know there were a couple of video games that I worked on a while ago, and now they just came out finally. One of them is the new Disgaea game. Has anyone played it? Is it any good? Is it good? Oh, good. Is that Mao? Is it Mao? Right, Mao is the character. You know what I loved about that video game? Is that Johnny Bosch was my slave. I love it. Anyway, and then there's and I also did the new Soul Calibur game. And there are several more coming out. You know, with video games, they take so long to get released. You work on them like months and months ago, and then you totally forget about them, and then like 6 or 8 or 9 months later, somebody comes up and gives you an insert to a video game, and you're like, was I in this? I don't remember. Like today, I saw some Artillery Iris stuff, which I thought was really fun to sign. Let's see, what else? There are a couple of shows that I've started that I'm very excited about that I can't really talk about yet. I'm sorry. I have a real problem with blabbermouth, so I have to be careful not to say anything I'm not supposed to say, you understand? And let's see, oh, guess what I got to do? How many of you have ever heard of a show called Claymore? I got to direct it. I spent 2 weeks at Funimation 2 weeks ago. I spent 2 weeks up there directing a couple of the Claymore episodes, and it's awesome. In fact, you know what? My sweet girl Michelle did some voices in Claymore. I mean, girls with swords. Do you need to say any more? I mean, that's it right there. Girls and swords, heaven. Right there, it's all right there. It's a circle of life. It's a triangle of life. Anyway, okay, you know what? What happened to the still frame? Oh, here's a new still frame. Ready? Ready?
Persona! Hey! Little Persona action.
That's what happened. That's what happened when I found out that they were dubbing a new Full Metal and I wasn't in it.
Just kidding.
Hey, did you guys hear there's a second season being announced? Oh my gosh. OMG. I am so excited. Everybody that worked on that show is so excited about the possibility of doing more of that. So you guys keep your fingers crossed about that. And pray that Aaron has some horrible genetic accident that turns his voice back to 12 years old. Won't be doing that gesture again. Looks like Colonel Mustang there for a minute. You're having a little too much fun with that still frame over there. Please frame. All right. Does somebody have a question? Let's have.
I don't really have a question though.
Is that a question or a seizure? Let's start off with the young lady at the end of the row in the black tank top.
Oh my goodness.
Will I hug you? Well, I will after the panel. Let's do it after the panel, okay? Because I don't want all these people to be like standing going, jeez. We'll do it after. And I'll hug you good. I hug you good. I hug you long time. Yes.
You dance a caramel for us. You need someone to show you because I can't.
Will I do what?
I know.
Wait. When everybody says it, I can't hear you.
It's this really weird dance.
Cara what? No, I don't know anything about that. Okay, how do you do it? Come here. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, I'm glad you didn't freeze frame that one, dude. Thank you. Yes, with the hat.
What happened when you and Travis first met?
Travis fell at my feet. And he was still taller than me. No, actually, you know what? I gotta tell you something. We had already recorded probably 15 or 20 episodes of Full Metal when I was in the studio one day. Oh no! I was recording with Mike McFarlane. We were working on one of the episodes, and Mike got a phone call, and I was in the booth. I was in my little, my little cubicle of joy, and Mike said, hold on a second, Vic, I gotta take this call. And he took the call and he goes, hey dude, what's up Travis, how are you doing? And I'm like, is that Travis who plays Mustang? And he's like, yeah. And I said, can I say hi to him? So I ran out and Mike gave me his phone. I'm like, dude, you're doing a great job as Mustang. And he goes, oh man, you're doing a great job as Ed, I gotta tell you. You sound awesome, man, you sound really great. And we just spent like 5 minutes going, no dude, you really are doing a good job. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm really new at this and I haven't done a lot to do. You just raised the bar. I'm like, yeah, I know, but you know what? You're so awesome. So when we finally met, it was like we were already buddies, you know, and he is very cool. I consider him a very, very good friend. And we love to tease each other and we love to draw on each other's characters. But, you know, I like to put him in. Yeah, you know better now. It's like freeze it and then release. Right before it turns. Okay. Yes. With the umbrella.
He was saying that me.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Is that from Oron? Am I what?
Your dad.
That one, that's what I am. Yeah. You know what? I have to tell you guys something. You may not know this, but I've told it before when we talked about Full Metal. We don't see any of the rest of the show if our character's not in the show, not in that scene or that episode. Like the whole episode in Full Metal when Havoc got set up with Armstrong's sister. Ed wasn't hardly in that episode at all, so I didn't see any of it. And so I was very excited to see it. Same thing with Oron. If Tamaki was not in a particular area or scene or when they talked about something, then I don't really know a lot about it. Which means that I'm just as excited to see it as you are, all put together. So, bear with me if I don't know a lot of specific details about some of those things, okay? Yes, in the front. Yes.
In Bleach, which character would you rather be?
In Bleach?
Bleach.
Oh, dude, the best character in the whole show is Ikaku Madarame. Everybody knows that bald is the new in. Right? What? Oh, I wanted to play Ichigo just because he was the lead character, but Ikaku is the best. Yes, speaking of Bleach. Can I do the lucky dance? No. You will? No, Mr. Elric, you will? Get up here. I don't think anything could be weirder than seeing someone dressed as Ed do the lucky dance. You guys ready? Here he goes.
They can crap up.
Lucky. Yes, you with the shotgun case in the back. Is it in that case? Is it really? No, it's not. Is it really? Wow, that's a big case. Do I dare? Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
I warn you. I have a firearm.
We'll go persona.
And it has an orange tip, so you know it's real.
Oh my
What
God.
the heck? Okay, you guys get ready to run. Get ready to run to the nearest exit. Oh my gosh, how adorable. Look! Can you see it? Yeah, zoom in.
I can't.
Oh, he's a chibi. Yes?
And I couldn't get you anything, and I couldn't send it in time. But I'm part of the Visible Rangers, and I really wanted to get you something for your birthday, so I got you this.
Oh gosh.
What is it? Is it a gun?
Oh, you did not.
What'd she do?
Yes, it's better than it can. Oh, I don't have any bell loops. Yay.
Break.
Thank you, sweetheart. You are just way too nice. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that's not right. You guys, don't waste your money on me or anything. I love you guys. Yes, we're here. Yes. You know, you must have heard that story about Travis and Monica having a drinking contest. Well, what you may not know is it happened at this convention 2 years ago. And if I have my sources correct, they're on for a rematch. So I will be sitting there innocently drinking my water, perhaps smoking a cigar, and Travis will be stumbling about, and me and Monica will be fighting for the title. Yes, sir. Pie or cake? Wow.
Hi! Hi!
You know what? It kind of depends, but I really like pecan pie. But I really like cake too. At least I'm not like Honey Senpai, right? Yes, 5.
What was your favorite Tsubasa moment?
My favorite Tsubasa moment. Hey dude, I got a lightsaber here. I know how to use it. My favorite Tsubasa moment, wow. You know what, there was a moment between Fi and Kurogane when Kurogane basically called him on hiding and keeping secrets and stuff about his real, his real feelings and his past and all that kind of stuff. I love those kind of scenes. That was one that stuck out to me. And of course, calling him Kurgerburger, that was high up on my favorite suit. But I understand from a lot of the fans that there are some deep, deep things that we're going to find out about Fi. Yeah? So I'm very, very excited, because right now, for me, Fi is just always very quiet, he's very reserved, and nothing really flusters him very much. And so I'm very excited to find out more about his backstory. How can I resist the giant fan? Yes?
What was your absolute favorite part about recording Chromake's voice?
Oh my gosh. Hey, let's talk about Oran for a minute, okay? Let me tell you guys something. Somebody gave me a CD with about 5 or 6 episodes of Oran High School Host Club like 2 years ago, all right? I didn't know what it was. I knew nothing about it. I've never watched, with the exception of Full Metal Alchemist, quite honestly, I've never watched any show before I recorded it. I knew nothing about it. But somebody said, you gotta watch this. You'll love it. So I watched these first few episodes and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best show ever. And you know, I did something that no actor should ever do. No actor should ever pick one character in a show that hasn't even been licensed yet and say, I want to play him! You don't want to do that because it's like jinxing yourself, you know? But I pointed to Tamaki Suo, I'm like, I want to play him! And this was before it was even licensed, you guys. Before the show was even licensed. Had it been licensed in LA, I probably wouldn't even be in it. Had it been licensed in Vancouver, I definitely wouldn't have been in it. I mean, there were plenty of variables as to who would get the show, and if they did, whether or not we would even be able to be part of it. Now, Caitlin Glass, who plays Winry, Caitlin is a sweet, sweet friend. I love her to death. Well, she was even more crazy about Oran than I was. And she wanted so bad to direct this show, and she had just started directing for Funimation. So, about a year ago, roughly, I don't know, a year ago, Funimation got the license for it. So suddenly, Caitlin and I are like, you see Wallace and Gromit? And so, we were both really excited about them getting the show. Well, Caitlin started pleading with the powers that be to let her direct the show, And I was just waiting for a chance to audition. Auditions came, and you know, a lot of people might think, well, you know, if Caitlin got to direct the show, then you'll be in it because, you know, you're her friend. No, 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 no. In fact, if you think about it, some people would see the absolute opposite logic. Caitlin would never want to cast friends of hers because she would not want it to be said, right? She would not want it to be said that she just cast her friends and that they weren't the best for the role. So Caitlin did get the job of directing the show, and she held auditions, and a lot of people auditioned, and I am so glad to say, to the glory of God, that I got to play Tamaki Suo. Every episode of that show was better than the last. I was crazy. And you know what? My sweet girl Michelle, she plays Hikaru and Kauru's maid.
Oh my God!
Yeah. And so we just loved every minute of that show. There are so many wonderful moments in that show I can't even begin to tell you. I look forward to seeing it with you, the first 4 this afternoon. And we've already finished the series, by the way. You guys, people would write me and they would be like, I hope you get to play Tamaki. And I wanted so bad to tell them, I am! I'm playing it right now! And I couldn't, we weren't allowed to talk about it. So we were recording all that time and I wasn't allowed to say anything until Anime Expo when they announced it. So everybody in that show, you guys, have you seen the cast list? Yes! It is a powerhouse of a cast. Everybody in the show does an amazing job. Wait till you hear Caitlin as Haruhi. Yeah! Everybody thinks of Caitlin as Winry. This girl has got an amazing range, amazing versatility with her voice. She sounds so great as Haruhi. By the way, the director can't just cast themselves. Lest you're thinking, oh yeah, she just played Haruhi because she's a director and she wanted to play it. No, no, no. She answers to her line producer, and the line producer had to okay all of the cast. She had to audition for Haruhi, just like everybody else. And she was definitely the best for it, and when you see the episodes this afternoon, I'm sure you'll agree. Yes, with the white sign. Wow. If I could voice any other character in any other anime, well, there are a lot of characters that I would love to play, quite honestly. I know that there's a show coming out called D. Gray Man. Well, you know what? And as much as I would love to get the chance to play a character like Alan Walker, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's too much like Ed, you guys. You know, I mean, he's a teenage kid, teenage hero kid with a fake arm. And I mean, it would be impossible. You know what I mean? It wouldn't happen. So I'm hoping to get to be a part of that show, but that character, I'm sure somebody really great will get to play that character. A lot of you know that I came very, very close to playing Orochimaru in Naruto. I have this quest. I have this goal. Someday before I die, I want to be in Naruto, and I don't even know why. I just want to be a part of it. So, all right, with the book, standing up. Yes. I'm sorry. 1 second, Luffy. You stay right there, Mr. Luffy. Behind you. Yes. Yes. How does Ed know how to braid his hair? He went to beauty school. What do you think? Winry taught. No, Colonel Mustang taught him. Oh, a little after, maybe. I'll sign it for after. Yes. Oh, gosh. Well, you see, here's the big difference. Kurtz is a pervert. Ed is not. So, no, you know, I haven't done Kurt's Weber. Oh, Igaku. Nice. You look good, man. Sweet. You're lucky. And Kirk, I haven't done Kirk forever in a long time, but he was a lot of fun. Full Metal Panic was a great series. But there are big differences. Ed's a little kid, and Kirk's definitely not a kid anymore. Okay, go ahead. She has another one, sorry. I know, when I started to read for Full Metal Alchemist, when they called me in and said, will you read for this series? I was like, Full Metal Alchemist. I'm like, does this have something to do with Full Metal Panic? I'm like, no. Nothing whatsoever. You look good, Mr. Luffy. Can you say I'm going to be King of the Pirates? No, do it.
I'm gonna be King of the Pirates.
Yeah. What's your question?
Going to be, if you could voice a character in Case Closed, which one would it be?
I've done like 6 or 7 characters in Case Closed. Yeah. You didn't even know, did you? Yeah, I played, oh gosh. You know, some of them actually had names. But there were some, you know, like the guys that always get accused of the crime and they didn't really do it, but they're real suspicious. And so you think maybe they did it, then they turn out not to have done it. Or maybe a guy that gets killed, he's the actual guy that gets whacked. Well, I played a lot of those. And I just did a character for the Case Closed movie. I know, right? So yeah, ooh, kiddo. You just hang out with the cool guy, right? All right. No! Okay, hold on. Yes.
Why weren't you Zero and Chris Logan?
Why did you ask that question? Okay, here's the Gurren Lagann story, all right? ADV Films had Gurren Lagann. They had the license to it, okay? ADV had the license to Gurren Lagann. Then, through a series, and we already recorded several episodes, like 6 or 7 episodes, and I was playing the character of Viral. And so what happened was, through a series of events with licensing and contracts and lawyers and all of that kind of, situations with the Japanese companies that own the titles and ADV, stuff that I don't even pretend to understand. Another company got the license. Well, here's the really sad part. A company in LA got the license and they decided to dub it in LA. Well, I don't live in LA. And even though I do several things out there are a lot of people, a lot of production companies that aren't really jazzed about entrusting a regular character to somebody that doesn't live right there. You understand? And you can understand the fear in that. So when the company that got it started auditioning, one of the people contacted me and they said, we want you to read again for Viral. We would love for you to do this role. I'd love for you to do it if possible. So I did a whole new audition for Viral. And a couple of the top people involved in the production, I was their first choice. But unfortunately, with shows like that, especially shows that go to television, the companies... I'm not even going to look anymore. Especially the shows that go to television, the companies that own the license make the final choices on who gets cast. And when they found out that I did not live in Los Angeles, they refused to cast me in that role again. So, but you know what? I want to say this. I know all the people that are involved in the show, and I know they're going to do a great job. I understand that Sam Riegel is playing Viral, and I'm sure Sam is awesome. I haven't heard the show yet, but everybody that's involved in it are friends of mine, and I'm sure they're going to do an awesome job. So, having said that... What? Hold on. Yes, with the very cool hat.
You and 20 other people.
Oh, well, you know what? You must have come in late because we talked about me and Travis. And you know what? I have some news for you guys. I don't think Ed hates Roy, do you? No. Listen, Here's the problem. Edward Elric is a smartass. All right? He's not really big on authority. Would we agree? He's not really jazzed about answering to the military. And Roy Mustang represents the military. So, you know, there's this friction between the characters because Ed doesn't like being told what to do. Very much like I'm sure a lot of 15-year-olds in this room don't like being told what to do. But you know what? When all is said and done at the end of the series, and you guys saw the movie, didn't you? Ed does not have any hatred for Roy, and neither Roy hates Ed. In fact, I think it's pretty clear that Roy looks at Edward and Al like sons, like little brothers that he needs to look out for. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
I think that Mustang feels like he needs to be looking out for these boys, and he kind of feels a moral obligation to look out for these boys. And for the record, I love Travis Willingham. He and I are great friends. Yes, right here. Thank you. What line is that? What's your name? What's your name? What? Elizabeth. How'd you like to go on a date with Madame Dark?
I bring Chili Piss on you.
Yes, right here. Is that Tommy Keys Bear? Oh. Yes.
I don't know if I should ask him a serious question or just ask him a dream.
Really? Well, will you meet me up here after? Thank you, baby. Thank you. I'm honored. Yes, with a hat. I'm so tired. I can't ask a question anymore.
33, this ends at 2, right?
Yeah.
Say again?
Didn't I just tell you that I can show up?
I would. Sure. Are you guys getting together somewhere for a photo shoot?
Yeah, I know, but that's like the best.
No, not right now, no. No, we have too many people here that want to ask questions. But I would be happy to do that. You know what? You know what? I have to tell you guys a story. There's a voice actor, and I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he used to get mad because I would see Edward cosplayers, and I would go, "Hey, you look awesome." Be like, "Oh, you're singling out, you know, the people that are dressed as Ed, and that's not fair." Like, dude, come on, loosen up. I mean, I love to see people dressed as characters that I've played. Like Ikaku back there in the back, he's awesome. And Phi, and you know, and Dark, and Ed, and Junpei from Persona 3. I mean, I love seeing people dressed as characters that I play. So, you know, don't ever, any of you, oh my gosh, there's my Dark and Crad right there. Look at
I don't know where they are. They're from DNA.
By the way, if you guys get the chance to go to Illich's panel, make sure and go see Illich. He doesn't do a lot of conventions, and it's really cool that he's here. He played Crad and Saint Seiya and all kinds of great characters. So, but don't any of you that dress as other characters ever for a minute think that I don't absolutely love to see all you guys in amazing costumes. Just because I might notice characters that I've played, I love to see that, but I love to see anybody in costume. I love when people dress up. My mother is over here, you guys. And you know what? She knows better than anybody how I used to dress up as Captain Kirk. And so, you know, I love when people dress up. Don't ever think that I don't.
Vic, give us some fur.
Yes. There it is. You were ready for it, weren't you? He was totally ready for that. Yes. What was my favorite Tamaki Mind Theater? Are you leaving? You guys, this happens to be my oldest uncle, Joel. Well, you're older than any other uncles I have. Thanks for coming. He lives in Huntsville, Alabama, and I will get his address for you so you can go and hang out at his house. good. That was a good one. Hey, Joel, look at the screen. Perfect. That'll be my new screensaver. Okay, hold on. There's so many. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but yes. In the middle. Kiara, hit record, quick. Kiara, are you out there? Kiara! Why didn't you come to the convention? You gotta come next time. Don't make me send a video. All right, okay, another question. Yes.
Hurt when you fell from heaven.
What? I'm sorry, pardon me?
Hurt when you fell from heaven.
Did it hurt when I fell from heaven?
Are you tired? This one. When you fell.
You're referring to Dark Mousy, right? Because he's got wings like an angel.
No.
You are the sweetest girls. Oh my gosh.
We love you.
Okay, all the way in the back with the umbrella. You know what? I want you guys to come to see the episodes this afternoon, and all of us voice actors promised ourselves that we were not going to do lines from the show until the show was released. For obvious reasons, right? Because we want you guys to start associating the voice with the characters, not with us. So I don't want you to hear it before you see it, you know? Oh, I love you guys. Don't be sad, all right? Yes, in the white hair, and white everything else. No! The donut story? No, you guys don't want to hear that. I know. You guys, everybody knows the donut story. Okay, here, I have a question. How many of you, raise your hands, how many of you have never heard the donut story? Okay, here's the donut story. We were recording an episode of Full Metal where Ed gets punched in the face. And as you remember, if you remember that episode, his face swelled up, his cheek swelled up. And I was recording and I noticed that his cheek was swollen, and I said to Colleen, who was directing, I'm like, hey Colleen, I should put something in my mouth so that it sounds like my mouth is swollen. And she's like, yeah, go ahead, take 5 minutes and see if you can find something. So I went down to the vending machine room at Funimation, and I was searching the aisles for the little racks of, the little corkscrew racks of candy and chips and stuff. And I found the perfect thing to stick into my cheek. Powdered sugar donuts. And they're just the right size, and they taste so good. And so I jammed one in there. I ran back to the booth, and I jumped in. And I put one in there, and I'm like, okay, go ahead, let's go. And we started recording, and the problem was that I didn't realize that I was going to have to be sounding like that for about an hour. And suffice it to say, powdered sugar donuts don't last an hour in your mouth. They're made to be chewed up and swallowed, not kept in a pocket in your cheek, because that's where they turn into porridge or oatmeal or something. I mean, it was so gross, you guys. It was like dripping out my mouth, and I was trying so hard to keep it from coming out, and then it was getting bad, and so I spit it out. But of course, you get 6 in a pack. So I just kept shoving one right after the other in there. So I hate powdered sugar donuts. And that's that story. Yes, with the broom. With the broom. What was my favorite character that I've ever voiced?
I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, honey, that would be impossible to answer. I love so many different characters that I've gotten to play. You know, a lot of people think that Ed is probably my favorite just because he's probably one of the more popular. But you know what? There are so many characters that I've played that I loved so much. You know what? Soldier A, yes. But you know what is another one? There's several. There's a show called Air. My character in Air, Yukito. I love Fi, and I love Ikuku, and I love Kurtz, and I love Dark, and I love Tamaki. I gotta let you say that. Tamaki. There's so many roles that I've gotten to play, and I could never pick just one. I love them all. Yes. Oh, I see. You were helping your daughter. Yes. I love you, sweetheart. Was that a question? Here, try this. Say that same thing, only put an upward inflection at the end of it like it's a question. Ready? Yes, that's good! I love you. I love you too, sweetheart. Okay, I cannot help but call on Fred Flintstone. Because it's just too crazy that you're here, my friend.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
The Force!
You guys have a real interest in superpowers, don't you? You get this question a lot. What do you say it should be?
The Force!
The Force?
That's a collection of superpowers.
No, you know, I have the same answer, and if you've seen it on YouTube, I'm sorry, but this is what superpower I would like to have. Last week I was at a convention with several other voice actors, and somebody asked this question, they went down the road, and somebody said, I want to fly, I want to be invisible, I would do this, I would do that, and it got to me and I said, my superpower would be the ability to steal everyone else's superpowers. So, that's my superpower, and I'm sticking to it. Yes.
Will you say right last name? Is that sexy?
No, I will not.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
I promised myself that I was not going to say that line ever again.
Don't do it!
Don't do
I
it.
will not yield to your pressure!
Thank you.
Yes, with the hat. Believe it! Sorry. Sorry. Uh-oh, two people are talking at once. I'm sorry. You know what? We'll get you with the Naruto headband. We'll get you next. What did you say, sweetie? Your sister's in the dealer room? What is she, 7?
She's like one of Delvin, sexy Hardy pillow.
Ooh, sexy Hardy pillow. I'll be right back. I just have to get me some of that. Oh gosh. Well, you know what? Let's do it after. Yeah, grab me after, okay? And yes, I'm told. If I had done Orochimaru, well, you know what? The guy that's doing it, Steve Bloom, is amazing. We all know Steve. How would I have done it? Well, it was very much the same. I mean, we all know that Orochimaru is kind of androgynous, right? And he's kind of slithery, right? Like
Go for 2 seconds. Good.
oh, he's not a pedophile. Don't say
No, he's
that.
not.
I've seen it for Grand Total 2 seconds.
You know what? If memory serves, I believe that my Orochimaru was something like this. I see you already possess the scroll of the heavens. I suppose you'd like to possess my earth scroll as well. Well, take it from me. I dare you. And that's all I know. Yes, in the way back with the black shirt. Can I do Mao's laugh from Disgaea 3? I don't oh wait! I think I remember it. Was this the Moo Ha Ha? Wasn't it that? I don't even remember it. It's been so long since I recorded. I think it was.
It's 147.
Yes, made right here. If I could write any name in a death note, what would it be? You guys are cruel. I would never write Roy Mustang's name in a death note. And I would never say that he was crushed by Armstrong. Oh, I will write it in yours after. How about that? Okay. Hey, are you guys good with that? Are you guys good with that DVD? Are you cool? Are you cool with it? All right. Well, not yet. I just wanted to make sure in just a couple minutes. Hey, you know what, you guys? I want to take just a couple of more questions, and then I wanted to share a music video with you. I know that there will be many of you that have seen this, but I like to share it, and I know that there will be many of you that haven't. So, yes, the sushi roll.
Favorite kind of sushi.
My favorite kind of sushi. Oh, I love so many. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have to tell you this.
Oh my god.
Where I live in Houston, there's this awesome sushi restaurant right by my house called Hikari, and I go there all the time, and they created a roll for me. Let me describe it to you. They take a ball of crab meat, and then they wrap a piece of baked salmon around it. Then they put extra spicy tuna on top, and then a jalapeno slice. Yeah, I like
really
spicy
good.
stuff. And then they take the sweet eel sauce, and they go back and forth over it. And you know what it's called? It's called Full Metal. They made it for me one day, and I was like, oh, what is this beauty? And they said, we just made it for you. And I'm like, let's call it something. And so they're like, what do you want to call it? And I said, let's call it a Full Metal roll. And so they make it so spicy because I love spicy stuff. So whenever somebody comes in and they want something super, super spicy, they give them the Full Metal and they love it. So. Yes. What's your question? Oh my gosh, there are so many favorite moments in Full Metal. Hey, did you guys see that they started showing it on Cartoon Network again? Yeah! Woo-hoo! I was in my hotel room last week in Denver, I think, and I don't remember, was it 2 weeks ago or last week? And I turned on the television late at night. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Cornello. And I was so excited they're starting it again. Favorite moments from Full Metal, oh my gosh. There's so many. I mean, I love all of the short rants, even though I can't do them very well.
Whoa!
And I love all of episode 13. And you know what? Pretty much the last 3 episodes of the whole show that are just so crazy and wacky. I love those. Yes.
2 questions.
Pick one.
Okay.
Uh-oh. This doesn't look like a question. If I take the flowers, does that mean yes? Oh, here. You have to ask my girlfriend over there if I can marry you. Okay, we have time for one more good question. Is it a good one? Okay. How tall is Ed?
4'11".
I have an interesting story to tell you about Ed's height, okay? You know how, and it's interesting that my mom is here, because you know how when you're little, your mom will put little marks on the doorpost, like at someplace to mark how tall you're going, and so you can like see you're growing when you're young. The last height that I ever remember being was 4'11". Me. And I don't even remember when it was. I was probably, I don't even remember, 12, 13, 14, I don't know, 15. And so a year and a half or so ago, somebody said to me, how tall is Ed? And I said, I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm just gonna pick a height that I remember from when I was around that age, and I'm gonna say Ed's 4'11". Well, like a month later, I was at a convention, and there was somebody sitting in the front row, and they said, you know there's a book that Arakawa Sensei actually wrote with how tall Ed is. Yes. And it's in centimeters, I think. And we did the calculations. Guess how tall he is? 4'11". Do you believe that? I love that so much. Okay, listen. We're gonna stop there because I want to share this video with you, and I want you to kick up the music nice and loud, okay? You guys, let me tell you what you're gonna see. A lot of you know that I write music professionally. You're so sweet. I love that you guys love the work that I do in music. But I have a lot of CDs out, and there's a song that I wrote a while back that was kind of a tribute to Full Metal and the Brothers. And it's a song that a lot of people have made videos to on the internet called Nothing I Won't Give. And someone, a good friend of mine named Klex, who's a great Risible Ranger officer, made a most amazing anime music video to that song. So I want to go ahead and end our time together. Let me also remind you, Oron Host Club, first 4 episodes at 4 p.m. this afternoon. And then tomorrow, Travis and I are doing a panel together. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss that stuff, all right? So, if we're able to turn the lights down, can we do that? And kick up the audio, and we hope you enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for coming.
We can't see.